it's me, William, again, back with another Kiln Creek challenge at Kiln Creek Golf Club and Resort. So this week we're going to be doing triceps and back. We're going to be doing 6 sets. Yes, I said 6 sets. We're definitely bumping up from the 4 and the 5. So still doing 4 exercises, but definitely 6 sets. We're going to go a little bit heavier today as well than we usually do. All right, now with that said, so we're going to be doing the two-handed extension, tricep overhead extension that is. We're going to be doing a one-arm row. We're going to be doing skull crusher. And then last thing we're going to do is a reverse fly. That's going to be with the machine behind here. Now the first 2 exercises are going to be a heavier weight. So basically, but I'll explain everything I'm talking about. It's going to be more sets, less reps, but heavier weight. But as I explain exercises, I'll let you know exactly the rep ranges, how many sets and everything, and so forth. All right, but all that being said, let's jump to the first exercise. All right, everyone, so for this first exercise, we're going to be doing a two-handed extension overhead with a heavier weight. Now, when I say heavy weight, I'm saying do roughly around 80% of your maximum weight. So say if you're able to get a 40 with this exercise, let's say stick to the 25-30 range. I'm saying there so you'll be able to get through the exercises smoothly and have a great control over the motion, not struggling through when you get to the last set. All right, so for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using the 20 here. So for this exercise, you're going to want to grip underneath, of course, one of the ends here, make a diamond shape. So it's like that, and in, right there, come behind your head, and going up, come back down, a nice bend in the elbow there, kick all the way back up, down, going back up, like that. So like I said, I'm only going to be doing 8 reps, but of course what you're going to be going a little bit heavier on these exercises. So definitely be careful, be a little cautious because you're going behind your head there. But then once you finish those 8 reps, we'll jump to the next exercise. All right, everyone. So for the second exercise, we're going to be doing a one-arm row. So if you want to first, you do the right or the left side, or if you choose to go first, left side first. You'll get your reps in, your 8, then switch to your right arm. Now, of course, with that, you're still doing the 8 reps or a heavier weight. So just like the last exercise, choose a weight that's appropriate for you, and then from there, move forward with the exercise. And of course, don't be afraid to move a little bit higher as you get further in the sets. If you notice that the weight is still very light to you, you may want to go up. And if you realize that it's starting to get a little bit heavier and you're starting to struggle with it, take it down a little bit. You never want to stress yourself out to the point where you may injure yourself, especially by yourself. All right, so for demonstration, I'm going to go here, use that same 20. So whatever side you're doing, so if you're doing your right arm first, put your left leg up here, brace with your left arm, let it come all the way down, bringing it up to the top, squeeze, never just go through the motions, come down, bring it all the way up, squeeze, let it back down, come up, squeeze, let it back down, squeeze, let it back down. All right, like that. So for that, you'll be doing 8 reps, like I said, of a heavier weight. And then of course, once you get finished with that, we'll jump into the third exercise for this week's challenge. Let's do it. All right, everybody, now for that third exercise, we're going to be doing the skull crusher. Now this time we're only going to be using 1 dumbbell. A lot of times, you see it done with a barbell or a easy curl bar or something like that. But today we're going to be using 1 dumbbell. So of course, since we're using both arms on 1 dumbbell, you can go a little bit heavier than you would if you only could use 1 arm at a time. So like I said, so right now I'm using 25 pounds right here. So you're gonna grab them each end, lay back pinch, put it right here, arm straight up, bringing it down towards your forehead. And you'll hit the word skull crusher, bring it back up, boom. Now, if you don't feel comfortable, bring it to your forehead, makes you a little nervous. You can kind of shift a little bit over here, and then bring it down, and go over your head there, and then come back up. You can do that as well if doing the actual skull crusher makes you uncomfortable. Like that. So same exact motion, same exact effect on the triceps, but may just be a little more comfortable for a lot of people. So just like that, coming down, get a nice bend in the elbow there, bring it back up, extend, come back down, bring it back up, extend, and of course you want to control the motion throughout the entire thing, so don't just let it fall, come back up, because that's how you can hurt yourself. So make sure you're choosing a way that you can control all the way down, and then all the way back up again. Boom. All right, everyone, and that right there is the third exercise called the skull crusher. All right, so let's jump into the final and fourth exercise. Let's do it. All right, everyone, so for the fourth and final exercise, like I said, we're going to do the reverse fly with the machine this time. A lot of times you may do it with dumbbells, but this time I'm actually going to use the machine. So when you're doing it on this machine right here, as you can see, it's a rear delt pec fly. You're going to be taking this reposition, so you can pull this lever down, rotate it all the way in until you get to this zero label up here. Make sure it's in, locked in. Do the same for the opposite side. Make sure it's locked in. And of course, now I'm going to choose a weight that's appropriate for you. Obviously, like I've always tell you, make sure you choose a weight that you can control through the entire motion. That way it's not flinging you forward or you're really truly struggling to get it out. So I'll say, let me just start with, let's say 50. So also, when you're sitting in this chair, you can adjust it from this little pin right here. Push this in and you can slide this up and down. Now comes this exercise when you're sitting down. You're going to want for your chin to be over the mat. So you want your chest to be, into the mat here, and your chin to be over it. So you don't want it to be positioned with your chin sitting like this on it. It needs to be over it, so your chest will be flat against it. So then you're going to extend this out. Square your feet off, plant it like you're about to do a squat. And then come out, squeeze. As you can see how I'm controlling the motion throughout the entire exercise here. So let's come out, squeeze and bring it back in. Now, of course, you don't want it to do it this way. When you come out, it swings you back in. You don't want that. That's how you can get injured. So you come out, squeeze, and back in. Of course, at any given point, as that becomes too difficult for you, throw the pride to the side, drop the weight, that way you can still get that great motion. Squeeze and be able to come back in nice and smooth. Because you can see, I never once, do all that with the weight. Always control it, always make sure you can get it, place it down safely, not safely, but in a gentle way. All right? That's the fourth and the final exercise. All right, everyone, just to recap, so we're going to be doing 6 sets of 4 exercises. You're going to be doing the 2-handed overhand extension. You're going to be doing the 1-arm row. Now for those 2 exercises, for the extension and the row, you're going to be doing 8 reps of a heavy weight, like I said, about 80% of your maximum. For the 3rd exercise, you're going to be doing the skull crusher. Now for the skull crusher, you're going to be doing 20 reps. So with that 20 reps, of course, you'll get a little fatigued. So of course, drop the weight a little bit, but just find that sweet, adequate weight for you. And then of course, for the last exercise, when I just showed you a few seconds ago, that's going to be the reverse fly with the machine, the rear delt pec fly machine. All right, so of course, that's going to be 20 reps as well. So once again, choose a weight that's appropriate for you that you can control. Let's really do all 20 reps. All right. So those are the 4 exercises for this week's challenge. Of course, like I always say, have fun with them, be safe with them, and do them to your best ability. And of course, if you want any personal training, I keep cars stocked in here in the fitness center, and also have them at the front desk as well. All right, and of course, like I always say as well, if you know if there's anything that you want me to cover or anything you like to hear or see, you know, also reach out to me, you know, phone, text, email, and I can definitely get on the video for that as well. You know, just let me know. Or you can go to the website and you can chat with me that way as well. Go straight to me, and I'll get back with you there as well. All right, guys. But other than that, you know, have a great week. Have a safe week. You know, and be safe out there.